Hello everyone and welcome to Witches of the Moon. My name is Jen and I'm your Tuesday hostess. Now this week's topic is all about palm reading, or you may also hear it as palmistry. Now palm reading has been around for hundreds of years and is a form of divination. I personally do not read palms yet. It's something that is on my list of things to learn. So I will share with you what little information that I do know about palm reading. I also know that Natalie has done a video, and I have not had a chance to watch her video all the way through, but I will be doing that later on today. Now, when it comes to palm reading, you know, some people say that if you're female, you read it a certain way, or if you're male, you read it a certain way. But then there are other things that say, you know, if you read both hands together, basically, and your dominant hand is about your past and is also about your present, and your non-dominant hand is about your future. Now, I do know there are 4 major lines: the heart line, head line, life line, and your fate line. Now, the interesting thing about the fate line is not everybody has one. So I find that kind of interesting to know that, and I don't know if I have one or not. Really haven't studied my hands a whole lot, but that also brings me to another point, that you don't just read the lines on your hands. It also, you know, a lot of the shape of your hand, the shape of your palm, the shape of your fingers, how the folds are on your fingers, you know, all tells a story, and it can tell things about you as far as the past, or, you know, whatever, or it may even tell things about the future. Now, I have heard, I don't know how true this is, like I said, I haven't gone really deep into it, that your hand does change. The lines can change and whatever. And I'm not sure if that's true. I'm not sure how that would happen or why it would happen, but I find that kind of interesting to know. There are some cards that you can get. I have them. They're all about the hand. They're all about reading the palm. And it talks about every one of the lines, the shape of the hands, the shape of the fingers, and talks about each meaning and everything else. I don't know of any courses right off the bat. Natalie, if you are, if you know how to read palms, this might be a great course for you to create and to offer to people. But anyways, other than that, that's really all I have on this topic. Like I said, you can get those cards, I believe, from Amazon. I know I got cards, but I did not get them at Amazon. I found them at another location, but they're very interesting, and I'm sure there are books out there, and I'm sure there are lots of other videos. A short story that I will share with you is, although I've not had my palm read, or I've not seen a complete palm reading, one day my husband and I were visiting a client, and in order to determine if they were going to sign a contract for our website or not, the husband's wife wanted to see Steve's palm, and so he held his palm, I think it was his left hand. Anyways, he turned his palm over, handed it to her, and she quickly looked at it and figured and decided that he was a good person just from that, and signed the contract, which I thought was quite interesting. I'd never seen that before. So yeah, it was a really cool experience. But really, like I said, that's really all I have for now. I'm sure Natalie went into a lot more depth than what I have, because really your lines are going to mean something different to each person. Like, my lines will mean something totally different than what yours are, and a lot of it depends on the placement of the line, how deep they are, how long they are, you know, that kind of thing. And again, you don't just read your left hand or your right hand, you read both hands together, because it actually will tell a story. I mean, you need a beginning and a middle and an end. You can't just read the end and say, okay, well, this is how it's going to happen. You need to know why it's going to happen that way, how you got there, and everything else. So anyways, it's like I said, it's on my list of things to learn, and hopefully I will be able to dive into learning more about palmistry. So until next week, have a great day. Bye.